All right, Steph, thank you so much. Yes, it is a big day today. A live look at Capitol Hill before Biden and Harris sworn in during an inauguration day like nothing we've seen before. So what exactly can we expect? How will Canada be impacted by the new administration? There's a lot to talk about. So for more, I'm joined by Monique Smith. She was Ontario's first representative in Washington and is now senior counsel at Global Public Affairs. Good morning to you, Monique.
Good morning.
So you were there in Washington at the embassy when Trump was inaugurated. So let's compare 4 years ago, where we are, where we were.
It's a very different world. I find that today we're looking forward to a change in command, turning of the page, a much more kind of positive view from the Canadian perspective. 4 years ago, we didn't know what to expect. This time, an armed fortress. Last time, crowds, not as big as they were touted by certain people, but definitely crowds.
I want to get your take on the pardons and commutations that we heard released early this morning at about 1 o'clock is when we saw this list. A big name on here, Steve Bannon, and a lot of people are saying there's strategy, obviously, behind some of these pardons. What's your take on some of this?
I mean, some of it is just very personal. He's abusing his power as president. There is a reason for the president to have these powers and exercise them in the final days. But this list is kind of lost the plot on what should be happening in the pardon. I do think it's interesting, however, that some of the major news centers in the U.S. are not covering it very, very thoroughly. They're focusing on the inauguration. There's a theory that Trump announced them so late so that he would take away from the coverage of the inauguration and the new Biden administration. So I think it's important to recognize that it is inauguration day, it's Biden's day, and we should be looking forward.
And we will. Monique, unfortunately, we are experiencing some technical difficulties with your audio, so we'll have to say goodbye. But thank you for your insight here. Hopefully we can get you back because I know you wanted to talk a little bit about the Canadian impact. And so we will talk about the Keystone XL pipeline, the possible killing of that. Thank you, Monique. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. And we apologize to our viewers for some of those audio issues. We're going to work on that for you. 7:39 is what we're sitting at right now. And again, all eyes on Washington. So we've got you covered on that right now. D&D, what are you talking about?